What's up, everyone? So today we are doing a reading for what compliments are people giving you behind your back. These are my favorite kinds of readings. I love doing these kinds of compliment readings. I'm really excited for this one, actually. um, and so today we are going to be doing 4 piles, as always. Pile number 1 is going to be the Two of Hearts. Pile number 2 is going to be the Three of Spades. Pile number 3 is going to be the Eight of Clubs. And pile number 4 is going to be the Ace of Hearts. All right, and for the collective, I've got the Queen of Hearts. Regardless of how you identify, people are saying that you've got a giant heart. You guys are massive caregivers. People are talking about the fact that you have giant hearts and you care about people and things so much. We're definitely going to get more details on that coming in, but you guys already are massive caregivers and people are giving you accolades for that behind your back. All right, now again, for pile number 1, we've got the Two of Hearts. For pile number 2, we've got the Three of Spades. For pile number 3, we've got the Eight of Clubs. And for pile number 4, we've got the Ace of Hearts. All right, and starting off with pile number 1 and the Two of Hearts. Alrighty, what I'm getting is this is definitely going to be probably the most pure version of that communal energy. It's probably why it came out for pile number 1 already. The Two of Hearts is indicative of Two of Cups energy. So you are a lover. People are complimenting you behind your back and saying that you are a massive lover. If you are someone who has a partner, people are saying that your partner is so lucky to have you. They are so lucky to be with you. There are definitely people who would do a lot to be in their shoes. If you are not in a relationship, people are wondering why you're not in a relationship, how no one has cuffed you down, how no one has cuffed you up yet. We've got, yeah, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the most romantic of all the knights. That's some Pisces energy, daydreamy energy right there, right? People are saying that you are a very romantic, you take a romantic approach to life. I'm getting that you're very artistic in your manner. You're very creative. You see the world in a different light than other people. You have a very out of the box sort of point of view. And you tend to see the good in things. Yeah, the Five of Wands. You don't take people seriously when they come at you with like any kind of hate or anything like that. It's very difficult to get under your skin. You take things in stride. Even when people are insulting you, even when people are coming for you like that, you take things in stride. You don't give them any kind of power over you. People find it to be very admirable. I'm getting that very specifically. People are complimenting that in the way of saying that you are very admirable for it. You're not someone who can be caught off guard or put off your game. And for some of you, I'm getting that wasn't always the case. Like, people are talking about the fact that you've changed in recent years or you've grown in recent years, where before it used to be quite easy to get under your skin. Now you are a much more level-headed, grounded human being. There are definitely people talking about your growth. They're complimenting how far you've come. I'm getting that for some of you, it would be surprising to people what you've been through, because you've got this big heart and you've got this massive amount of caring in you. And a lot of people, you'll never understand the violence it took to be this gentle or to get this gentle. Like, people misunderstand the fact that you are a very kind-hearted soul for someone who is naive. And I'm getting that it's very much the opposite. You have thick skin because you've been through quite a bit. It's hard to get under your skin because you've been through quite a bit. And the people who know you know that about you, and they find your growth, they find the obvious growth that you've made actually to be so admirable. Your friends are very proud to be your friends. The people who are close to you, they're very, very proud to be close to you. I am getting that you keep kind of an exclusive inner circle. If that's not necessarily the case, people definitely feel that that's the case. They feel like that's what's going on there. All right. Yeah, the people who are close to you, the people who you let into your inner circle, they feel very, very special. And the people who are on the outside looking in also feel like those people are very special. There's something very exclusive about this energy. You make people feel seen on a very one-to-one basis, and it makes people feel very, very special. And I'm getting that you're picky with who you give that kind of energy to and who you give that kind of focus to. Definitely a gentle soul, though. I'm getting that you are someone who is very kind to people just as a rule. You're a very kind soul. People are complimenting how kind you manage to be despite how unkind the world can be and has been to you before. All right. What more can we know, please? About what compliments people are giving you behind your back. What compliments are people giving you behind your back? There's something rather seductive about this energy, too. People are definitely talking about the fact that you... And again, it came up earlier with that energy of if you have a partner, people are very jealous of your partner. If you do not have a partner, people are shocked and very confused as to why you have not been cuffed up yet. Like, there is something very seductive about this energy. People are definitely talking about being physically attracted to you, complimenting your physical features. People find you to be very, very physically attractive. You are very, very visually pleasing. People like to look at you, and people are complimenting how you look. I'm getting that you're very unique. Your look is very unique. I'm hearing like dime a dozen. Like you're special, basically. Like the look, however you look, it's very, very unique to you, and it suits you very, very well. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, people are definitely saying that you're very physically attractive. People are also saying that you're very adventurous. You're someone who's not afraid to go out on a limb. You're not afraid to adventure. I'm getting if you're a person who travels, even if you're not a person who travels, people say that you're someone who can get along with anyone. You're someone who, like, cultural barriers are not really a thing for you. You're more than willing to get to know people on their level. You're more than willing to get to know people culturally like that. I'm getting that you might be someone who really likes that kind of thing, actually, like cultural exchanges, getting to know other people and how they live their lives. Like, you're very, very... Your energy is very boisterous, let's say. Like, there's something very just seductive about your energy. It's very eye-catching. I'm getting that you are very spotlight energy. People can't help but notice you when you walk into a room. It doesn't really matter if you're trying to be noticed or not. People cannot help but gravitate towards you. And we've got the Knight of Cups coming out again with that Pisces energy. Very dreamy. And the two of these energies together speak of manifestation. Cups and Wands speak of manifestation when they appear together. You make things happen. And it is specifically like you make things happen. With 2 knights here, you are someone who you go out and you make things happen for yourself, or you make things happen for the people around you. Things don't just fall into your lap, and people are complimenting you on that regard right now too. They're saying that you are someone who makes the things that you want to happen for yourself, and it is so admirable. The word admirable keeps coming up. People definitely admire you a ton. They admire how you hold yourself. They admire how you walk through life. People are very, very, there are a lot of people who admire you and admire the confidence that you have. Regardless of whether or not that confidence is real, people are complimenting the confidence that you have to walk the way that you walk, to talk the way that you talk. I'm getting for some of you, you might live kind of like alternative lifestyles. People are saying that you are very, not necessarily brave, but that thick skin of yours, it makes you walk with your head held high in situations where people would drag you down, where people would have you feel badly about yourself because you live a sort of alternative lifestyle, or because you're kind of different and you hold yourself proudly kind of different, instead of letting people's hatred and misunderstanding, because I am getting that you do deal with people purposefully misunderstanding you at times. Instead of letting any of that get to you, you're just very good at brushing it off. You're very good at moving forward. You're very good at riding that wave totally away from people. I'm getting that you live rent free in people's minds. There are definitely people who, it's hard to call them haters because ultimately they're a little bit obsessed with you. Like, they can't help but check out your social media pages. They can't help but wonder what you're up to. They can't help but talk about you all the time. Like, you take up space in their head completely rent free. And for some of you, these are people who you don't even know. These are just random people who are on the outside looking in, who can't help but like be jealous of you, can't help but kind of hate on your energy because it's so strong, and frankly because it's so magnetic, because you draw so much people, you draw so many people in. It can make people jealous if they want that kind of magnetism and they don't have it, because it feels like that comes very naturally to you. Situations and opportunities might not just drop into your lap, but who you are seems to come so naturally. That level of confidence, that movement, the way that you go through life, it seems to come so naturally. I'm getting that you have very strong intuition. You're very good at following your intuition. That's part of why it looks so natural, how you move through life and how you operate in things. And we've got the Emperor coming out at the center of your 5-card spread. This is very extroverted energy. There's a whole lot of masculine extroverted energy here. And so regardless of how you identify, your presence fills a room. Like, when you walk into a room, people notice. People take note of you. They take note of what you're doing. They take note of what you say. Like, you have very, very powerful energy. The Emperor also doubles down on that energy of you make things happen for yourself. You don't just wait for things to happen to you. You don't just wait for life to go on. You make life happen for yourself. There's something very magical about this energy, something very, very strongly manifestation. People are commenting on the fact that you are a very master manifester. I'm getting that it's a mix of you go out and get things, so life meets you halfway. Like, people are really impressed by how it just seems to like flow naturally. Again, you follow your intuition, so it almost looks like you're catching doors and windows that would have been shut for anyone else, and you're just kind of scoping them out and sliding through them. Like, people are complimenting your intuition right now, and they're also complimenting your ability to follow that intuition and let it lead you down a good path. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. And people are complimenting your ability to do all of this and still keep a steady hold on your life. Like, you're very adventurous. I'm getting that you're the kind of person who is always getting into new things, who always has something going on, but you manage to balance all of that very, very well. You keep a very good hold on all of the things in your life. If you're someone who has a family, if you have kids or anything like that, you are very good at taking care of your home and taking care of business. Like, you have a very good private and public life balance as well. People definitely think that you put your best foot forward, and your best foot is always killer. Like, you you have emperor energy. Like, there, you people cannot help but notice. People cannot help but respect you. There is just something so admirable about your energy just off the bat. And we've got the Hierophant. Now, the Emperor and the Hierophant are the two most powerful men in the major arcana as far as like actual men go, human men go, right? The Emperor is someone who rules over everyone else, and the only person he answers to is the Hierophant, the religious leader who God speaks through to the Emperor. You know what I mean? You are a boss. People are saying that you are a boss. Regardless of what you have going on, regardless of what your skill, talent, work is, people are saying that you've got it on point. People are so, so impressed with how good you are at what you do, and you are good at what you do. People would love to learn from you. The way that there are two apostles there looking up at the Hierophant, people would love to learn from you. There are people who would really like to take notes on how you live, take notes on how you operate. You would make a very good mentor, or at least there are people who are hoping that you would make a very good mentor because they would really like for you to be their mentor. And we've got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. Strong intuition. Very strong intuition. People are complimenting the fact, again, your intuition keeps coming up. People are complimenting the fact that you have such powerful intuition, and that I'm getting that you are very, very divinely blessed. Strong God's favorite energy here. But again, people are acknowledging the fact that you go out and you get things. You do not just let things fall into your lap. So God favors you because victory favors the bold. You are someone who rides at the front of the pack, so you see victory first. People are also saying that you're a very natural leader, natural born leader. You have I'm hearing charisma. You have a lot of charisma. People want to listen to you. People want to hear what you have to say. They want to learn from you. Also hearing well-traveled. Regardless of whether or not you are well-traveled yourself, you come off as very worldly. There's something very wise about your energy, something very wise about I'm hearing how you speak. Like, you're very, very insightful regardless of how old you are, regardless of what you've been through in life. There's something you may have been told throughout your life that you're an old soul. And we've got coy, spiritual, charming, and eye-catching. Now, I think that I've already said eye-catching at least once to describe you. Spiritual, doubling down on that intuition that we were just talking about. People, especially if you're openly spiritual or openly religious at all, people definitely feel like you have your higher power's favor. Definitely feel like whatever you have going on, whatever your belief system is, it obviously is working out for you, basically. Hearing loyal too. People are complimenting the fact that you're loyal. Loyal to the people around you, but I'm hearing for a lot of you, most specifically, loyal to your ideologies. You're not someone who can be shaken. You're not someone who can be talked down from what you believe in. And people find that to be very, very admirable. Again, people are complimenting the fact that you are a very strong person at your core. All right. What more can we know, please, about what compliments people are giving you behind your back? What compliments are people giving you behind your back? All right. And we've got the Otter, cute and well-liked, popular, clever, and fast thinker. So cute and well-liked stick out the most there. Your energy is very, very cute. You're very, very sweet. Um, I'm getting again that charming came out with the koi as well. You're very charming. You draw people in. You've got this very, very sweet magnetic energy. Very seductive in a very pure way. Like rather than just solely being a carnal seduction, there's something very pure about your energy, something very, very moth to a flame. Like you are someone who likely has to be very careful about the kind of people that you let into your energy, because you'll just attract everyone. Like you'll attract people like moths to a flame, especially people who are a little bit wounded and need that kind of light for themselves. You know what I mean? I'm getting that you are the kind of person who attracts that kind of person to you. And if you're not careful, people will just take and take and take from you. I'm getting that you've got a very big heart. And the same way that you're willing to ride out into the sunset to get what you want, you're also willing to go that extra distance for the people that you care about. And so I'm getting that you've likely had to be very careful throughout your life of the kind of people who you throw your energy into, because people will take advantage of you. People will take advantage of your kind heart. People will take advantage of your very, very sweet nature. And honestly, of the fact that you have such keen intuition. Like you're so good at giving advice that it can be almost like taking advantage. Like people only coming to you for advice is still someone taking advantage of you. Like someone refusing to be there for you aside from when they need your help or they want you to give them advice. That's still them taking advantage of you. And I'm getting that you may have had that kind of issue in the past. People are complimenting the fact that you have grown into a very strong, stable person. I'm getting that you're not someone people would take advantage of anymore. Like you're just not that kind of person anymore. You've completely grown out of it. And people are complimenting that right now. People are complimenting your growth. And we've got jellyfish. Go with the flow, otherworldly, and intuitive. Yeah, otherworldly, intuitive. You are... The word special just comes to mind, like earth angel energy almost. You are a very, very popular, well-liked person. And I'm getting that you might not even realize just how popular and well-liked you are. Because I'm definitely getting that a lot of the people who are complimenting you are people who you don't know either at all or very well. They're like just kind of people on the sidelines looking in. These are the people who are a little bit jealous of the people who get to be within your inner circle, like we were talking about earlier. These are the people who would really love to get to know you on that level, would really love to become your friend and get to be within your inner circle and get to see how you operate up close. Like those are the people right now who are most complimenting you. It's behind your back just by virtue of the fact that they don't really know you, so they're not complimenting you to your face. You're definitely the kind of person who is like the talk around your town. I'm getting local celeb vibes. Whether you realize it or not, people definitely take note of you when you walk around. People take note of when you like post things on social media. Like you are someone who people like to see what you have going on. And we've got demon, hedonistic, sensual, and self-indulgent. Sensual pops out the most there. And it's coming out right under the Emperor. People are definitely complimenting how physically attractive you are right now. we're wrapping right back around to the fact that people find you to be very, very physically attractive. And there are people who would love to get to know you more intimately. Don't mind my cat who is on the bed threatening my reading. And we've got Scorpion, dramatic, stubborn, and ruthless. Now, what's sticking out the most there is stubborn, especially with that Emperor, that Hierophant vibe. You're someone who can't be moved. You cannot be shaken from what you believe in. You cannot be dissuaded from the causes that you keep. And I'm getting that you're very loyal to the people in your life too. Like, you're not one of those people who will stand for your friends being talked down to, or you won't have people talking badly about your friends with you around. Like, you are very, very loyal to the people in your life, and you're very, very loyal to the people that you care about. And people are complimenting that about you. Again, people want in your circle. They feel like being in your circle, being in your like inner family, your chosen family would be so awesome, because you are just such a caring individual, and people feel like you have so much to offer too. Like, being around you would just be so amazing, because you have so much to offer as far as like your experiences go, your talents go, your advice goes. Like, even just down to the fact that you come off as a very cool person. You come off as a very, very interesting person with a whole lot of fire to you. People want to get to know you. They want to get closer to you. And we've got dragonflies. Intuitive and healing, calming presence, nostalgic and magical. Now, magical sticks out the most there. You are definitely someone who people who believe in magic believe that you have magic. Like, and people who don't believe in magic still kind of pause when they think about you, because there's some things about you that just can't be explained. Like, the level of intuition you have, the way that you just go with the flow through life, and you just kind of always end up where you're meant to be. There's very little that can explain that outside of the fact that you have very sound intuition. And people are definitely complimenting you on that. The Minor Bird, intelligent, chatty, and popular. Now, that's the second popular to come out. Again, strong popular loner vibes. I'm definitely getting that you guys don't realize how popular you are. You do not realize how popular you are. With the Minor Bird, I'm also getting that you have a very lovely voice, meaning two things. One, you have literally a very lovely voice. Some of you might be very good singers. People are complimenting your singing abilities. And two, people just like to hear you speak. You're very intelligent. Intelligent came out more than once here. You're a very intelligent person. People really like to hear what you have to say. Very, very well-rounded package here. People talk about the fact that you've got beauty and brains. That's what people are complimenting you on behind the scenes right now. You are the total package. You're an adventurous soul. You're romantic. You've got all of the beauty and all of the brains to back it up. And you just kind of move through life on this intuitive wave. People are so astounded by you. You feel very otherworldly to a lot of people, I'm getting. And that is what they are complimenting you on the most right now. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, and we are on pile number 2 with the 3 of Spades. Now, the 3 of Spades is indicative of 3 of Swords energy. So already what I'm hearing is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Specifically, I'm hearing the Kelly Clarkson song in my head. People are complimenting your ability to always move forward in life. I'm hearing that you haven't had it very easy. If you might be someone who's open about like your story online, or you might be someone who's open about your story with like the people around you in your community. People are talking about the fact that you are, I'm hearing, hard to kill. Like, you're someone who's been through a lot. You've seen a whole lot in your lifetime, regardless of how old you are. And you've come out on the other end of it, not just alive, but better, stronger, more learned, more capable. I'm hearing that you take bad things and you transmute them into lessons and you transmute them into growth for yourself. And people are complimenting your ability to do that. Like, people are complimenting the fact that you never let things get you down and keep you down. I'm hearing outside of the box thinker too. You're you have a very unique way of looking at things. I'm getting like Aquarius energy. You have a very outside of the box way of looking at things. Very unique. People are saying that they can't quite understand it, but they really like it. Like, there's just something so unique about your thought processing and so unique about how you work. People can't quite predict what you're going to have going on. And they like it. They like being surprised. They like the fact that you're so surprising. People like the fact, especially the people closest to you, I'm getting. They like the fact that you can always catch them off guard. You're always spontaneous. I'm hearing adventurous too. Some of you do like charity or mutual aid work. If that's the case, people are commenting on that right now and they're complimenting you, and they're complimenting the time and effort that you put into it. They're also complimenting your big heart. People are saying that you have a really big heart. Some of you are activists of some sort. You have causes that you stand up for and causes that you fight for. People are complimenting your ability to do so. People are saying that you're very learned, you're very educated, you're not just riding a wave. Like, you're not just someone who's like talking just to talk. You're not just someone who is riding a wave because it's popular right now to be on that one particular cause. Like, you are someone who, this is you. This is how you work. Like, you've always been there, you've always been fighting, and you're always going to continue being there and fighting. We've got the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords to come out after and reiterate the fact that, again, this is you. Like, you're very comfortable in who you are. You're very, very comfortable in who you are. You're very sound. You're very sound in yourself, basically. And who you are as a fighter. Who you are takes on the demons in life. Like, the literal demons that keep people up at night. I'm getting that you're someone who you face your anxieties head on. People are talking about the fact that you don't allow yourself, the 4 to the 5 there with the 4 of Swords to the 5 of Swords. You take bad things and you turn them into growth and progress for yourself. You do not let yourself get dragged down, and you do not let yourself get stopped. I'm getting that a lot of you work best when you're pressed up against a wall. You work best when you're under pressure. People are complimenting your ability to, regardless of whether or not you work best under pressure, people are complimenting your ability to work under pressure. All right. What more can we know, please, about what compliments people are giving you behind your back right now? What compliments are people giving you behind your back? I'm getting that for some of you, you have dealt with not the best friends. I'm hearing the song Fair Weather Friends by Emily Autumn in my head right now. It's a sunny day in heaven, and I'm waiting for you to open the doors, and I'm waiting for you, my fair weather friends, absent in the end, absent in the end. Yeah, some of you have gone through some really, really intense situations with friends who were not there for you when you really needed them to be there for you, and didn't give you the support that you needed when you really needed them to give you support. And people are complimenting your ability to, one, overcome so much without support, or so much with so very little, basically. And two, people are complimenting your ability to still be there for other people, to still want to help other people, to still have that kind of community, to have that kind of drive, to still believe that people are worth saving, despite the fact that people have treated you maybe not so great throughout your life. And I'm getting that it wasn't just one or two people. Like, a lot of you have had some really, really intense situations and some really, really intense experiences with people who you really trusted and you really cared about, and they went south really, really quickly and really, really badly. And if that's the case, I'm so very sorry. But people, please know that people are complimenting you and your ability to overcome so much all on your own. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. People are complimenting your ability to overcome to overcome all on your own. The Eight of Swords is about self-restriction. You are so capable of shrugging off your own restraints, and people have seen you do it. I'm getting that for some of you, you've faced very public betrayals, or you've faced very public situations where you were like at your lowest, you hit rock bottom, and it was very public. And because it was so public, it was also public when you climbed your way back out of that hole. Like, people have seen you overcome things that they couldn't even imagine having to deal with, and they're complimenting your ability to do so right now. And the Death card. Yeah, and not just overcome, but thrive. Not just overcome, but be reborn. I'm getting Phoenix vibes. Like, people are complimenting your ability to take a bad situation and genuinely have it transform you and rebirth you into a better, brighter person with a better, brighter situation and future. Like, the way that the sun is rising on the horizon there, you take bad situations and you last them out until the sunrise, and you let that sunrise kind of cleanse everything around you until it's nothing but a lesson left for you. It's very, very pure, very, very powerful energy. I'm getting like earth angel energy here. Like, definitely the kind of person who will see lots of rebirths in this lifetime. I'm getting very like strong Scorpio vibes, very strong Pluto in the first house vibes. You'll see a lot of transformations in this lifetime, and a lot of those will be very public. A lot of them have already been very public. And people are complimenting your ability to handle all of that, and also handle it so publicly. Handle all of the people looking at you, handle all of the people seeing you, not just when you're at your lowest, but also when you're trying to build yourself back up. And we've got the Page of Swords right at the middle of the deck, right at the middle of the 5-card spread too. People definitely watch you. Like, people, there are people who watch you. There are a lot of people who are super interested in your story. The Page of Swords is the social media spy card almost. Like, there are a lot of people who are very, very interested in your story and very interested in what you have going on and where you're going in life. Like, he's even looking at back at the Death card there, where you are identifying as the Grim Reaper. People are so curious about you, and that in and of itself is coming off as a compliment. Like, just the fact that people want to know more about you, just the fact that people are so interested in what you have going on, it's a compliment. Like, you take up space in people's heads rent free. And I'm getting that for a lot of these people. Well, one, for some of these people, it's people you don't know. But for a lot of these people, they're the people that have screwed you over. Like, the people that have screwed you over, they still can't get you out of their mind. They still can't get you out of their head. It's part of their karma for screwing you over, to never be able to get past you, like, to always be stuck on you. part of that is seeing you succeed. Part of that is seeing you thrive, because you are only going up. You are on an incredible upward trajectory. You are only headed up. Part of it is to see you succeed. But part of that karma is to not have anything else going on for themselves, to have that obsession eat away at them. These people screwed you over, and in the end, they just ended up screwing themselves and leaving themselves with a lifelong obsession of the what could have beens. You know what I mean? Especially if we're talking about like friends or romantic partners. Like, these are people who genuinely have to ask themselves what could have been if they had not screwed you over, if they had not been terrible to you. And we've got the Fool reversed. And I'm getting that you have a very big heart. People are complimenting your ability to... I'm getting that you're not the kind of person that wishes ill on your enemies, regardless of whether or not bad things happen to them because they have done you dirty. You are not the kind of person who would wish bad things on your enemies. You're not the kind of person who would wish ill on your enemies. And you're not the kind of person who wishes ill on the people who did you dirty, regardless of how dirty they did you. I'm getting that you're the kind of person who you still have a very big empathetic heart for the people that hurt you. And it is lovely energy. There's definitely people who are concerned about it. That's definitely coming through, that there are people who are a little bit concerned that you are too open and too forgiving, that the people who have hurt you don't deserve any kind of space back in your life, and there are people who are concerned that you will give them that space just because you have such a big heart. People also compliment on your style. You have very good style, as like a completely separate note, regardless of what your style is. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, you have very alternative style. Some of you, it's very avant-garde style. But regardless of what it is, people say that you pull it off really well. You have very, very good taste. And especially if you are someone who is working with less, like less material, less money, less space, less. If you're someone who's trying to make more work with less, you do that in spades. People are so impressed by how you make yourself look and how you style yourself with what little you have. And you make it all look expensive too, I'm getting. Especially if you're someone who doesn't have a whole lot of finances. You look far more expensive than you realize. People would not guess that you do not have money, just by looking at you. You hold yourself like you are high value, and people assume that you are high value. And we've got the Strength card. Now, 3 major arcana cards coming out. You have very, very strong energy. The Strength card being the card to end your 5-card line is not a coincidence either. People, again, are complimenting you on the fact that you have been through so much. You are willing to look directly into the mouth of the beast and come out on the other side. You are someone who goes in brave every time. I'm getting that you're someone who faces down your transformations and you don't even hesitate anymore. Like, you come out on the other side looking better, doing better, being better. All of the people who screwed you, all of the people who exist in like a past life of yours, it genuinely does feel almost like a past life. Like, these people, you have leveled so far up and away from them that they can barely recognize you. That's why they can't look away from you. That's why they can't give themselves any kind of space to like draw the eye away from you, because ultimately they know if they look away for too long, they'll look back and you'll look completely different. You'll be shining in a totally different way. They'll have missed whatever growth you had going on, and now they don't know how you got to where you are because they can't ask you anymore. The Strength card is also Leo energy. We're talking strong, strong spotlight energy. People definitely look at you when you walk into a room. People definitely admire you when you enter the building. I'm getting nice hair too. People definitely compliment your hair. You have very, very nice hair. And we've got the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords to mirror the Three of Spades that was your pile card. Doubling down again on that energy of people are complimenting how strong you are. People are complimenting how much you've lived through and how, honestly, how much you've lived through and how kind you still are on the other end of it. I'm hearing Worsenshire's poem, "If it'll keep my heart soft, break my heart every day." I have that poem tattooed on my arm. That's the kind of energy coming off here, though. This energy of you are willing to face down the painful transformations if it will keep you soft, if it will keep you growing, if it will keep you empathetic. It's how you manage to still have such a big open heart despite the fact that people have been really, really not so great to you in this lifetime. All right. And we've got the tiger sharks. Ambitious, adventurous, needs to prove themselves. Now, needs to prove themselves sticks out the most there. Not because other people are saying it about you, but I am getting that that might be part of your drive to like power through these transformations, because people are definitely always complimenting how quickly you are transforming. And you are always transforming. People cannot look away from you. When they look back, you'll be a totally different person. Ambitious, adventurous. You are not afraid of the fire because you know that you will come out a better, brighter person on the other side of it. It is so powerful. I'm getting intimidating. Like, you can be very intimidating with this kind of energy. You're very intense. You're a very, very intense person, and you're very focused on self-development. People are complimenting the fact that it's impossible to sway you from yourself. You're so very steady in who you are. You're so very confident in who you are. It is impossible to move you from where you stand. And people find that to be so admirable. People find that to be so inspiring. And we've got parrot, loving, intelligent, and confident. Now, parrots also speak, obviously. I'm getting that you have a very nice voice. For some of you, that's going to be musically, regardless of whether that's like actually singing or if you play an instrument of some sort. For some of you, that's definitely manifesting as like an actual musical talent. People are complimenting your musical skills. But for all of you, people are complimenting how you speak. People really love to hear what you have to say. Intelligent. What you have to say is always very well thought out. I'm getting that people are complimenting your vocabulary. You're very intelligent and you come off as very intelligent. I'm getting that for some of you, it's like shocking to people too. Like it can be a little bit disconcerting to them because you are a very, very attractive person with the Scorpio energy there, with the Leo energy there, even with that Aquarius energy there, and the Three of Hearts, the Three of Heartbreaker energy at the bottom of the deck. You are a very attractive person. You have very, very physically attractive features. And it throws people off how intelligent you are on top of that. How well-spoken you are on top of that. Because I am definitely hearing well-spoken. Again, a lot of you are being complimented on your vocabulary right now. On your intimate knowledge of things. Alright. What more can we know, please? That flipped over right before I could read any of it. Yeah, people in your life right now are complimenting you. Or no, not people who are in your life right now. People who were in your life are complimenting you. They're no longer in your life. People who are no longer in your life right now are complimenting you. They wouldn't want you to know what they're saying about you. because they wouldn't want you to know just how complimentary they still find you. I'm getting especially exes, like romantically, they do not want you to know how physically attractive they still find you. Especially some of these people who have already moved on to new partners. Messy energy. Not your fault, though. Alright. What more can we know, please, about what kind of compliments you are receiving behind your back? What kind of compliments are you receiving behind your back? All right, and we've got the Minotaur. Athletic and strong, protective, competitive. I'm hearing that you have a very nice body. Regardless of what that body type is, you look healthy. And people think that you wear your body type very, very well. People are complimenting your body. Protective. They're also saying that you're a very loyal friend and partner. I'm getting that you are a very natural caregiver. That's likely why you have dealt with people taking advantage of you and your big heart in the past, because you are a very, very natural caregiver. Again, people are complimenting you on your ability to still have that strong caregiver energy in you, despite the fact that you face some really, really not great people in your lifetime. And you've dealt with them taking advantage of you in some really, really not great ways. And we've got roosters, healthy, masculine, protective, and caretaker. Yeah, caretaker, natural caretaker. That's the second protective to come out too. You're definitely a very protective person. I'm getting, regardless of how you identify, I'm getting very strong, like, mama bear energy. That healthy masculine too, very, very projecting, right? Like very, very extroverted energy. You're not afraid to get loud to protect the people that you care about. You're not afraid to put yourself out there to protect the people that you care about and the people that you love. I'm getting that you're the kind of person who would stand up and stand between someone. If someone were to get in, like, a person you care about's face, you would get up and you would put yourself in the middle of them. Like, you are not afraid of other people, for sure. There's no fear here in the face of other people at all. If you are someone who has anxiety surrounding other people, trust that no one can see that. You're being complimented on the fact that you seem to be just so calm, cool, and collected all the time. People can't shake you. People can't bother you. You have been through the mud and you've come out on the other side stronger, better, faster. Like, there's no getting around that. And people are complimenting the hell out of it right now. And we've got polar bears. Deadly, unorthodox, calculating. Deadly comes out there to match that protective. And polar bear, I said mama bear energy. You are very, very protective. People are complimenting your ability to... I'm getting people are complimenting what's the best way to put this? People are complimenting the fact that you are not one to be messed with. You have grown, you've become, for some people, an entirely different person. You are not someone to be messed with. People should not screw with you or the people that you care about. It will not go well for them anymore. Deadly energy. You might be a sweet person, you might be a very, very kind-natured person, but you were a easily manipulated person like 7 transformations ago. Like, that's not you anymore. You're strong, you're powerful, you're capable, and you're more than capable of taking care of the people who you love and you care about. And we've got the Yinglong, magical, good listener, and secretive. Magical stands out the most there. People find you to be very magical. People find the energy around you. I'm getting ethereal, like fairy energy. People find you to be very magical. People find the way you hold yourself to be very graceful and it comes almost at odds with how strong your aura is. There's something so bright and light about this energy. I just keep seeing like a bright light in my head, almost like a light behind pearly silver gates, literal angel energy. Like people are calling you an angel right now. It's very, very sweet. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, and we are on pile number 3 with the 8 of clubs. Now, 8 of clubs energy is indicative of 8 of wands energy. People are complimenting the way that you speak, the way that I'm getting the things that you say. You're very, very well spoken. People are complimenting what you say and how you say it. You're very intelligent, I think, is what I'm getting at here. You're very, very smart. Not just smart, you're a fast thinker. Yeah, we've got the Lover's card and the 3 of Swords, and you're also a heartbreaker. People are complimenting your ability to snag hearts. I'm getting that you're a very romantic person. You come off as someone very, very romantic, but this is more of the energy of someone who's in love with love. Like, you might be somewhat of a natural flirt. You might be accused of being a natural flirt or flirting when you haven't quite meant to. I'm getting that you're the kind of person who people will assume that they have more of a serious relationship with you than they actually do. What it is that you've got a big heart. What it is that you really love people and you really love love. For a lot of you, it's just that you really love love and you are love. You've got this big heart and you just kind of share it all over the place in the best way possible, you know what I mean? But for some people who don't understand what it's like to be someone who can give love so infinitely like that, it can get confusing for them, is what I'm getting. Yeah, definitely Cupid energy here. You are a heartbreaker. Libra energy. This is very Libra energy. Very graceful. Very, very romantic. Very good with people. You're very good with people. You're very charming. High class. Regardless of what your class actually is, people definitely are complimenting you because you come off as someone who's very high class, very classy. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know, please, about what compliments people are giving you behind your back right now? What compliments are people giving you behind your back? You have secret admirers. It is yet to be seen whether or not they will make themselves known to you, but you definitely have secret admirers. I'm pulling teeth with these cards right now, it feels, and there's no reason for me to feel like that, but it feels like pulling teeth. There are definitely people who have a little bit of a crush on you. I'm getting Page of Swords energy there. If you're on social media at all, there are people who are watching your social media, and there are definitely people who would like to see more of your social media. I'm getting, because I'm not getting that you guys are super big on social. I'm getting that you guys are private. Regardless of how big you are on social media, I'm getting that you're a person who likes your privacy. And there are people who would love to know more about your private life and would love to know more about your personal life, specifically because you are... they have a crush on you. They like you. And we've got the Five of Cups. You look on the brighter side of things. People are complimenting your ability to look on the brighter side of things. I'm definitely getting very sunny, happy energy here. People are complimenting your glass half full point of view. You're someone who comes off as a very, very positive human being. And people are complimenting your ability to always keep up positivity even in the face of really, really trying times. Yeah, this five, then seven, the 10 of swords. The 10 of swords coming out to double down on that energy with that sunrise on the horizon after that dark night, right? You're someone who I'm getting has been through a lot, unfortunately. Oof, my collective has been through the mud, man. That has been the thread throughout all of these readings so far. You guys have been through a lot. But as someone who's been through a lot, you are still capable of looking on the brighter side of things. You're still capable of pulling yourself up and believing that the sun is going to rise, regardless of how dark the night gets. The sun will always rise. Time will always continue to turn, right? And people are complimenting your ability to look on the brighter side of things. People are complimenting your ability to really keep things in perspective. When things start going awry, when things maybe start not working out in your favor, people are complimenting your ability to really keep things in perspective and not lose your cool. Yeah, the Four of Wands at the very center of that 5-card spread right there. That sunny energy that was on the horizon in the 10 of Swords, right? People are saying that you are very spiritually protected. You're a very spiritually protected person. You're very, very well loved spiritually. And you're very, very well loved interpersonally too, both on the spiritual and the material plane. You are so well loved. In the spiritual sense, you're being rewarded for always looking on the bright side of things. People feel like you put yourself out there to be disappointed by reality, and reality kind of meets you halfway. Things don't always go your way, but there's always a silver lining because you're willing to look for it. You know what I mean? There's always a brighter side of things because you're willing to find that brighter side of things. People feel like you deserve that. People feel like you deserve to have good things happening to you because you're always looking on the brighter side of things. You're someone who's always looking for the good in other people, for the good in every situation. You know what I mean? And people really feel like you should be rewarded for that. And you're so well loved in this plane. Like, everyone has some of their haters, right? Everyone's got some haters. But you are the kind of person who, you have people who will fight for you. You have people who will throw down for you. They absolutely believe that you deserve the best, and they will not have people talking shit about you. They will not listen to people who have negative things to say about you. You have a lot of really positive supporters in your corner and in your wing. And we've got the Five of Wands. The Four of Wands to the Five of Wands, people are complimenting your progress right now. People are definitely saying that, and the story being told here, even with the Five of Cups and the 10 of Swords starting off, leading into the Four of Wands, and then the progress with the Five of Wands. You went through something very, very intense. Whether that was recently or within the past couple years, you went through something very intense, and it's likely that it was something that people saw. It was something that wasn't private, despite the fact that you yourself like your privacy, I'm getting. It was something that was not allowed to be private. It was rather public. And because it was rather public, people are rather publicly watching you rise out of the mud, watching you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, watching you proceed and progress. The Five of Wands is all about fighting uphill, right? Or not all about fighting uphill, but when the Five of Wands talks about internal battles, it's about battling ourselves uphill, right? You have been going on an upward trajectory, and people are talking about the fact that you are only set to go higher and higher and higher, and there are a lot of people who are really excited to see where you land. Again, there are a lot of people who believe that you deserve to be rewarded for all of the faith that you've had in life and for constantly being willing to look on the brighter side of things. There are people who take a lot of inspiration off of that and off of you. And they would like to see you be rewarded for it, because that means for a lot of people that good things do come to good people. Like, sometimes it gets really, really overwhelming constantly being inundated with watching good things happen to like the worst people in the world, right? There are people who really want to see good things happen to you because it would restore a lot of people's hope in the world. You yourself, you being the bright, sunshiny person that you are, you restore a lot of people's faith in the world as it is. And so having good things happen to you for a lot of people would be really refreshing. It would be really nice to see you be rewarded for being such a ray of sunshine for so many people. And we've got the death card. Yeah, you've definitely gone through a recent transformation, and people are talking about it. People are talking about the fact that you had to go through some heavy lesson learning recently, and you've come out on the other side of it way stronger and way better. There are people who are very, very impressed with you right now. I'm getting that there are people who had to eat their words about you. That's always a nice message to deliver. I love delivering that message because I'm petty as hell. There are people who had to eat their words about you. There are people who didn't think that you'd succeed. There are people who didn't think that... I'm getting that there are people who thought that you were being really naive and believing that you could like continue to look for the silver lining and everything. And they are having to eat their words now because you are on an upward trajectory and you are correct about everything that you said. You were right to look for the silver linings. You were right to not let yourself get caught up in the 3 cups that had flipped over. You are being rewarded for it, and you will only continue to be rewarded for it as you continue forward in your life. Yep, we've got the World card, and the Queen of Wands card. The 8 of Swords card completely popping out of nowhere there too. People are complimenting your ability to keep moving forward despite the fact that you might not have full confidence in yourself. I'm getting that you are someone who's open about the fact that you don't always know what's going on. You don't always have full faith in yourself. You are just kind of trusting the process, and you're trusting the world and whatever higher power you believe in to not screw you here. Like, you're very open about that about yourself, and people really respect that. There's something very raw, very authentic about this energy, and people really, really respect you for being so open and vulnerable with other people when you don't have to be, especially because I'm getting that you yourself value your privacy. But since your privacy was not something that you could value for a second there, since you had to go through something that was a rather public transformation, you're allowing that transformation, you're not letting that transformation get you down. You're allowing that transformation and the publicness of it to really form you and really give you a new experience and really help transform you. You know what I mean? The World card is all about endings, completion. And regardless of how you identify, you are coming through as a queen. You are coming through as royalty, not just a queen, the Queen of Wands. You're coming through as someone who has a big staff and is willing to wield it. Like, you are feeling powerful. There's definitely powerful energy coming through. And people are complimenting your newly found power. All right. What more can we know, please? About what compliments people are giving you behind your back. What compliments are people giving you behind your back? You've definitely turned some skeptics into fans, though. There are definitely people who had to eat their words about you and were pleasantly surprised, frankly. They were happy to be proven wrong. And there are people who are big fans now. They want to see you succeed. They want to see where you go in life. They want to see what you have to bring to the table. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. You're very talented. People find you to be very, very talented. Regardless of what that talent is, you are very, very talented. And more so than just your talents being on display, I'm getting that people literally look up to your life. Like the way that he's like putting his creation up there, the way that you create your life. Like people look up to how you create your life, how you manifest the things around you, how you live. People find you to be very, very inspirational. They find your story to be incredibly inspirational. And they find the way that you live to be very, I'm getting polished. Like there's something about the way that you live that people feel, it feels like you've cracked some kind of code. People feel like you know what you've got going on, like you have answers that no one else can find. Like you know what your purpose in life is, regardless of whether or not that's the case. That's how you come off to people. Like you have this passion that lets people know that, or that makes people think that you know what you're meant to do and you know where you're meant to go in life. You might not have the most confidence in yourself all the time, but you don't let that hold you back. And you are rewarded for your willingness to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You're rewarded for your willingness to really go and fight and to really go forward and fight any kind of fear that you might be having or harboring. You know what I mean? The Strength card, because you're very strong. You're willing to look the beast in the mouth, regardless of how terrifying it can be. You're very, very strong. The Strength card comes up right under the Four of Wands card with all of that yellow there too. Again, people are definitely complimenting everything that you've been through, and people are hoping that you are rewarded for it, like physically, materially rewarded for everything that you've done and everything that you've been through and all the growth that you've seen. Like yellow is a very, very prosperous color, right? People, a huge compliment that people are giving you is just this desire to see you succeed, is just this desire to see you be rewarded for all of the work that you've put into yourself and all of the work that you've put into the situations that you've had to live through. And the Tower card, yeah, with the Death card and the Tower card, you definitely had to go through something very, very intense. For some of you, this was recent, but I'm getting for a lot of you, this is something that happened over the course of a long period of time. Like this was a long-standing transformation that you had to go through. And people are complimenting your ability to rise from the ashes. Very, very Phoenix energy. People are complimenting your ability to recreate yourself out of the rubble of everything that happened, basically. You learned your lessons. And you learned your lessons in situations that other people would have given up on. And people are complimenting your ability to stand firm and stand tough, even in the roughest of situations. The Magician card, because you're powerful. Ultimately, you're powerful. People are complimenting your manifestation abilities right now as well. People are definitely impressed with how, I'm getting that for a lot of you, you told people that you would see better days. Like part of why people have had to eat their words is because you told people that you would see better days. You predicted that things would get a lot better for you. And there were people who questioned you. There were people who didn't believe you. And now those people are having to recognize the fact that you are a master manifester. You manifested your reality. Not only did you manifest your reality, but you fought for your reality. You fought to make it real. And now you're seeing the fruits of your labor, and those fruits are just going to keep coming in, and people are just going to stand on the sideline clapping the whole time. People are so stoked that you are getting your accolades and you're getting your rewards for fighting so hard. We've got Salamander, polarizing, seductive, and survivor. Now, survivor sticks out the most there, but we cannot ignore the seductive. especially with the Leo and Scorpio energy of the Strength and Death card and the Tower card just in general with that earth-shaking fire. You are very physically attractive. That's another through line with the community, by the way. You're all hot as hell. I'm very happy about it. But people are definitely complimenting the fact that you are very physically attractive in a very adult way. I'm seeing curves for some of you. Some of you have very curvy bodies. Regardless of how your body looks, however, you wear it very, very well. People are... See, and when I say curves, I'm thinking like curves like hips and waists for women, but also curves as in like muscles. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking bulk. I don't know how to phrase it. Regardless of how your body looks, it looks very good on you, and people are complimenting it right now. Yeah, some of you have picked up weight recently, is what it is. Some of you have picked up weight recently, and it looks really good on you. People are complimenting the fact that it looks very, very good on you. If you've been feeling like down or out about the fact that you've picked up maybe some holiday weight, people are saying that it looks really good on you. All right. What more can we know, please, about what compliments people are giving you behind your back? What kind of compliments are people giving you behind your back? There are people from your past who are looking for you. People from your past are curious about you. I'm getting, for some of you, this is going to be childhood friends of some sort. People from your formative years, from a formative time of your life. There are definitely people who are feeling very nostalgic about you right now. I'm seeing the Firefly card in my head. And that stutter right there. They're nervous though. There are people who are looking for you from your past, but they don't know what they'd say to you if they actually found you. Like, they don't know how they'd actually approach you without it being weird after all the time they've been separated from you. Alright, what more can we know, please, about what kinds of compliments are being said behind your back? What compliments are people giving you behind your back? And we've got the Mina bird, intelligent, chatty, and popular. For some of you, you're very good with languages. Just as a side note, people are complimenting your ability to learn and speak multiple languages. For all of you, people are complimenting the fact that you are very intelligent, especially mirroring that magician energy right there. You are very, very intelligent, and people are complimenting that about you right now. I'm getting that you are someone who... part of why you're able to look on the bright side of things is because you're able to see things from different perspectives. Like, you don't just let a closed door be a closed door for you. You know what I mean? If a door closes for you, you start looking for a window to open and get out through. And we've got Phoenix. I feel like I mentioned the Phoenix energy for you. Phoenix, beautiful, mysterious, regenerative. You've gone through so much regeneration recently. People are complimenting the fact that you just keep transforming. People are complimenting the fact that you have gone through such an intense transformation so recently, and you are looking so much better already on the other side of it. Like, I'm getting that this is the kind of energy that, like, if you blinked, you missed it. Like, people took their eyes off you for a second, and when they looked back at you, you were thriving and you were doing so much better, and they don't quite know how that happened. There are people who are so curious about how you managed to revive yourself seemingly out of nowhere. And we've got the eel. Unorthodox, mysterious, and mystical, secretive. Yeah, that mysterious popping out again, that secretive popping out again. People want to know your secret. People are very curious as to how you manage to pull off your big transformation. I'm hearing Houdini. Like, people are very curious as to how you manage to pull off what seems to be the impossible. I'm hearing miracles. Like, you might have predicted that you'd get to this point in your life. You might have predicted that things would play out this way. But there were definitely people who didn't think that you had any idea what you were talking about. And now that they're being proven wrong, they are just through the roof trying to figure out how the hell you managed to do it. I'm getting especially people who are really logic minded, science minded. They hear the word manifestation and they scoff, but like, they also hear the word miracles and scoff, but there's no other way to describe what happened with you. You have people really curious right now. People are very, very curious about you right now. And we've got Penguin, cute and playful, loving and loyal. Oh, that's a lovely energy to cap it off on. We're wrapping back around to that very cute, sun-shining energy that we had at the very beginning of this reading. Ultimately, people are complimenting your ability to always look on the brighter side of things. And people think that you're being rewarded for that ability to always look on the brighter side of things. They are so, and they don't think that it's going to stop either. People are definitely hoping that those rewards are not stopping. And as far as I can tell, those rewards have just started. Get ready for an incredible upward trajectory, and get ready for people to stand on the sideline and clap for you, because you really deserve all that support. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. Last but certainly not least, we've got pile number 4 and the Ace of Hearts. Now, the Ace of Hearts is indicative of Ace of Cups energy. People are complimenting your creativity. They're saying that you're very creative. This is extremely artistic vibes, especially if you are an open creator of any sort. People are just floored by your talent. They're so impressed by your creativity. They're so impressed by your artistic skills. I'm getting that people are saying that whatever you do, it comes very naturally to you. It seems to come very, very naturally to you. Creativity seems to be almost like a blessing for you. I'm getting that people like can't tell where you get your ideas from. You just seem to pull these ideas out of nowhere, out of thin air. And for some of it, it's stuff that like you can't even really, you wouldn't even really be able to explain to them before actually finishing it yourself. You know what I mean? Like, words can't capture your ideas all of the times. You have to actually produce it sometimes for people to really see what you have going on in your head. You might identify as a kinetic learner, or someone who has to learn with their hands. If that's the case, people are saying that you are very, very intelligent. You pick up skills very quickly. You're an incredibly quick learner. All right. Oh. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. You're also not someone who can be easily dissuaded from what you do. That's why you're so talented. That's why you have so much talent. And that's why it seems to come so effortlessly to you. Because you're not afraid to fail. You're not afraid to do the work and have it be bad. Because everyone has to start somewhere. You know what I mean? People find that to be so incredibly inspiring and so incredibly... You make people want to create. You inspire people to create themselves. Yeah, the 9 of Swords. You inspire people to move past their creative blockages. I'm getting writer's block with this energy, like creator's block with this energy. You inspire people to move past that kind of thing. And frankly, just your energy is very, very... It helps people. It helps people process. It helps people start getting their creative juices flowing. You know what I mean? People really like being around you. I'm getting that people would really love to be in like a think tank with you, like in any sort of situation where like they could bounce their ideas off of you and have you bounce your ideas off of them. People would love to be in that situation. You just seem to be such an incredible thinker, and people would love to know what goes on in your head. I'm getting that you're someone who's very good with kids, animals, plants, very strong natural caregiver energy. Yeah, green thumb is sticking out in my head now that I've said plants, though. Some of you are very, very good with growing plants specifically, and some of you are very, very good cooks. I'm getting excellent homemakers. You guys have really, really great, comfortable, fun, homey homes. People really love the vibe that you bring. You just have such a homey vibe. You make people feel at home. You make people feel loved and seen. People feel like being in your house would be like the pinnacle of comfort. Yeah, some of you are medics. Some of you work in medicine or work in like caring for other people of some sort, caregiving, therapy of some sort, counseling. If that's the case for you, people are very, very impressed by how you hold yourself and how you handle yourself. They're very impressed with your knowledge, and they're very, very impressed with your talent. All right, what more can we know, please, about what compliments people are giving you behind your back? What compliments are people giving you behind your back? People are saying you look very physically fit. Regardless of how your body type is, people are saying that you look very physically fit. Your body type matches you very well. You look very, very healthy. And we've got the 10 of Cups. You make people feel at home. This is the energy that we were talking about earlier. You make people feel at home. There's something very, very homey about your energy. You make people feel loved. There are definitely people who would love to have a family with you. You are a very, very caring energy. There's a very warm, caring aura already coming out here. And there are people who would absolutely love to have like a serious relationship, serious family with you. They would love to build things with you, create a legacy with you. The ideal partner. There are a lot of people who see you as the ideal partner. And we've got the Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles coming out both at the same time somehow. The Ace to the Two of Pentacles, you are progressing. People are complimenting you on your growth. They are very, very, very impressed by your growth. And I'm getting, for some of you, for a lot of you, that growth is just like natural. Like, it's not like you were forced through any like really big transformation recently. It's not like anything has been happening. It's just been a very organic growing cycle for you. You've been organically growing, and people are very, very impressed with your growth and how you've been holding yourself. The Ace of Swords is also indicative of intelligence. People are complimenting your intelligence. People are very, very impressed by how smart you are. I'm getting that people are impressed by how smart you are logically paired with how creative you are. Like, you've got both the left and right brain thing going on. People are very, very... There are people who think it's unfair even how intelligent you are paired with how creative you are. It feels like you've been blessed in multiple areas where most people have to choose, basically. Having said that, you are also someone I'm getting who is both brains and beauty. I'm definitely getting that you're someone with the Two of Pentacles energy here. You're someone who doesn't have to choose. But the way he's juggling those two pentacles, you don't have to choose between brains and beauty. You don't have to choose between science and logic and creativity, or science and logic and intuition. You don't have to choose between creativity and book smarts either. You are someone who is very, very well-rounded and very blessed in that situation. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles with that Capricorn energy, that long-standing energy. Again, there are a lot of people who would love to create a family with you. I'm getting 10 of Pentacles vibes too. They'd love to create like a legacy, a lasting legacy with you. For some people, this isn't even like a full-on family, you know what I mean? This is just literally a legacy of some sort. You're also a natural caregiver, again, with the children here in this card and the way that she's holding her pentacle here. You're a natural caregiver. People are complimenting your ability to take care of yourself, to take care of the people around you, to take care of your home. I'm getting like you take very good care of the people who you care about. You take very good care of the home that you live in, of the space that you inhabit. You're a very respectable person. I'm getting that a lot of you are really good with nature. That green thumb energy is coming up again. A lot of you are very, very good with nature, plants, animals, being out in nature. Some of you give like offerings to the nature, to the spirits around you, right? Some of you believe in that kind of thing and hold to those kinds of traditions. If that's the case, people are complimenting how thorough you are and how much you stick to your belief system. People are complimenting how, I don't want to say natural you are, but how like in tune with nature you seem to be. You seem to be very, very in tune with the world around you, and people are complimenting that connection. And the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords. The Ace of Swords coming out with the Eight of Swords in my mouth right there, though, indicates the fact that people are complimenting your ability to find your way out of very tough situations. I am having such a hard time speaking for your pile. I'm getting that there are people who are complimenting you who do not want to be complimenting you. There are people who are very jealous of you who are complimenting you right now. There are people who didn't think that you'd be able to figure your way out of some tricky situations that you figured your way out of. They don't want to be complimenting you. There are also people who absolutely adore you. Again, people who are talking about how they want to build whole legacies with you. But there are definitely people who are complimenting you who don't want to be complimenting you. They're bitter about the fact that they're bitter about the fact that you got it going on. People are complimenting your laugh as well. I'm getting for some of you, you might be really insecure in your laugh. If that's the case, know that there are people who are complimenting your laugh. There are people who find your laugh to be very, very cute. Sorry about that. That was a phone call I had to take. Anyway, as we were saying, I think we stopped off on saying that there are people who are very bitter about the fact that they have to compliment you. Pulling teeth. But there's no denying it. There's no denying the fact that you found your way out of a tricky situation. There's no denying the fact that you are growing, and you've been growing very naturally for a very long time now. There's no denying the fact that you are very well-rounded and very blessed in a lot of different areas of your life. Alright, what more can we know, please, about what compliments people are giving you behind your back? Alright, the Page of Pentacles. Now, that's the third Pentacle card to come out, and the second Court Pentacle card to come out. You are a very hard worker. People are complimenting the fact that you are an incredibly hard worker. Again, your growth has been very organic. I'm getting that you've had to figure your way out of a tricky situation recently, but that by no means is the only growth that you've been having. Like, you've been on a very organic uptick for a very long time now. And it's because you're clever, and it's because you're a hard worker. You're a very, very hard worker. You're willing to put in the work to get the long-term results that you're looking for. You know what I mean? People are complimenting that right now. They're very, very impressed with you, and they're very impressed with your ability to continue to work hard no matter what. I'm getting 7 of Pentacles energy. Like, you're one of those people who can't be dissuaded. When you start putting yourself into your work, when you start putting yourself into your work, regardless of whether or not you get results right away, you keep working. You're someone who's willing to put in the effort, who's willing to actually keep going until you see progress. Know that you're going to see progress soon. This is the sign, this is the validation that you are going to see progress in what you've been working on very, very soon. Don't mind my cat just getting all up in my reading area. And we've got the 3 of Swords. You're a heartbreaker. You're definitely a heartbreaker. People are commenting on the fact that you are very physically attractive. And there are people who are commenting on the fact that there are haters around you, that there are people who are complimenting you that don't want to be complimenting you. And, like, it's very obvious that they're haters. Like, I'm getting that there are people, though, the people who know that these people are hating, they're more than willing to point out the fact that you have haters. Like, that these people are just being haters for no reason. I'm getting that it's almost a little embarrassing for these people after a while. Like, there's a sort of embarrassment after a while that comes with, like, being obsessed with someone who doesn't even know you exist. Like, in that kind of way, you know what I mean? Being, like, horrifically jealous of someone to the point where you begrudge them doing well, and they don't even know you exist. Like, it's a little bit embarrassing, and there are people who are suffering from that right now. There are people who are very, very... I am so sorry about that. I swear. Last interruption. No more phone calls. Anyway, as I was saying, there are people who are very jealous of you right now, basically. And they're coming through because their jealousy is a compliment. People recognize the fact that it is just jealousy that's making them act out, basically. And it is complimentary to you because you don't know these people exist. It feels kind of mean to say, but, like, that's the reality of the situation. And the Knight of Wands. People are saying that you're very brave. People are definitely saying that you're very brave. You're very adventurous. And brave and adventurous specifically in your creativity. You're willing to try new things. You're very willing to try new things. And that's why you get the results that you get. Because you're very experimental, or you're very willing to be experimental in your craft. I'm also getting that people are saying that you're a very, very good people person. You're very good with other people. Especially people from other cultures, especially people who maybe don't have the same background as you. You're very, very understanding, and you're very, very open-minded. I'm getting strong, like, welcome committee energy. You're definitely the kind of person who, like, if someone has just moved to a new area, you're the kind of person that they want to get in touch with, because you're a kind person who will show them the ropes. You know what I mean? And we've got the Moon card at the bottom of the deck. People are complimenting your intuition. People are definitely complimenting your intuition, and not just your intuition, but again, your willingness to go down paths that other people might not be willing to go down. Your willingness to adventure down paths, both literally and figuratively, that other people avoid. On this Moon card, there's the little lobster that's starting his trek down the road, and he needs to pass through both of the angry dogs, right? You are someone who is willing to make that trek. You're willing to follow your intuition down into maybe some places that other people would be way too, other people would never actually want to venture down, basically. And you come out on the other side with all of this creativity and with all of these new ideas. The word baptism is coming to mind. Water might be very important to you. For some of you, you might be very good swimmers. People might be complimenting you on your swimming. However, bathing suits just keep coming to mind. Again, there's this sense that people are complimenting your body, regardless of what that body looks like. People are complimenting your body right now. And we've got Falcon, loyal, collaborative, and intelligent. People are complimenting your loyalty to your ideas. They're complimenting your loyalty and your willingness to collaborate with the people around you. Collaborative, intelligent. Like, you're not someone who needs all of the credit and needs all of the glory for yourself. You're very open-minded. You're very willing to play nice with other people. I'm getting that you're a very good teams player. And we've got dragonflies, intuitive and healing, calming presence, nostalgic and magical. Now, intuitive and healing is sticking out the most there. Intuitive and healing is sticking out the most there. People are complimenting your intuition. People are definitely complimenting your intuition. People are saying that your intuition is part of where you get this creativity from. There's definitely a lot of questions coming up about where you get this creativity from, and people are complimenting what seems to be magic. It seems to be kind of magical. You come off as kind of magical. People see you as a little bit of magic. And we've got monkey, social and popular, talented with the hands, athletic and clever. Yeah, talented with the hands. You're definitely very, very talented. Regardless of what that talent manifests as, you're very good at what you do, and there are a lot of people who would pay a lot of money to make it look as easy as you do. And I'm getting it is look as easy, because I don't think that it is easy for a lot of you. I don't think that it comes as naturally as people seem to think it comes, because you're a very, very hard worker. Again, your hard work shines through people, and people know it. People are complimenting how hard you work. They know that you're a very hard worker. But I don't think people realize just how hard a worker you are. I don't think they realize just how much work goes into making things look and seem as simple and as clean as you make them look and seem. And we've got panda bears, charming, cute, and laid back. Laid back actually stands out the most there, though charming and cute also fit. You make it look easy. You make things that are very difficult for other people look very, very easy. You make your talents look easy, and you make living the life that you live look easy. I'm getting that for some of you, you might live kind of an alternative lifestyle of some sort. You make it look fun. Regardless of whether or not it is fun, you make it look like a lot of fun. All right. What more can we know, please, about what compliments people are giving you behind your back? What compliments are people giving you behind your back? All right, and we've got the jellyfish, hard to grasp, intimidating, and unthinking. So unthinking is coming through as intuition. Again, you kind of just move and go with the flow. I'm feeling go with the flow jellyfish vibes, right? People are complimenting your ability to just go with the flow, to just allow yourself to be moved. And I'm getting very strong move with the passion energy, right? Like, again, you make your art, you make your creativity look so effortless. People think that you have been so blessed creatively because of how you make it look. Hard to grasp and intimidating both come through. People can't quite grasp your artistic style. Like, you make it look like magic. You really do make it seem like it's magical. like things just kind of come out of thin air for you. You know what I mean? And we've got angel, sweet, caring, and self-sacrificing. Sweet, caring, and self-sacrificing. That is both, all of those seem to just tie up so nicely. Angel is coming back around to this Ten of Cups energy too. Again, there are people who would really love to have a family with you. People definitely see you as the ideal partner. I'm getting lovebird energy. People see you as someone who would be the ideal partner. I'm getting that you have a really fun home too, a really homey home. I think I might have mentioned that already. People are complimenting your home. If you've had people inside of your house recently, people are complimenting your house. And we've got hawk, sharp-sighted, quick-witted, and reclusive. Quick-witted, you're very, very clever. People are complimenting your wits. People are saying that you're very clever. And the hawks also fly very high. People are saying that you have very lofty goals for yourself. And people believe that you can meet them. They've been watching you grow. They've been watching you on this upward trajectory, this like ace to the two. Why did I grab the cards like that? Ace to the two upward trajectory, right? People are saying that you have very lofty goals and that you are going to accomplish them in this lifetime. You will see a lot of progress in this lifetime. And there are people who are watching you because they're curious as to how that progress is going to manifest. If they're being totally honest, like they just think they see so much potential in you and they want to see how that potential all manifests itself eventually. And we've got the yin-long, magical, good listener, and secretive. So magical stands out the most there, of course. Like, again, I've been saying you are very magical. People see you as a very magical presence. There's something, and secretive, there's something ungraspable about how your creativity works. You make everything that you do look so natural and so just like you were blessed by some kind of source with it. You know what I mean? People definitely see you as very God's favorite energy. And we've got the griffin, majestic and royal, intimidating and powerful, brave and forthright. So brave and forthright stand out the most there. I'm getting that people are complimenting your ability to be vulnerable. I'm getting that you put yourself so thoroughly into the work that you do. That's part of why it looks so natural, because it is a part of you. You know what I mean? People are complimenting your ability to be so vulnerable in your artwork and to put yourself out there. And they're saying that you are rewarded for it. They're saying that you've been rewarded for it. Like, that's part of why you keep getting these blessings, right? That's part of why this creativity keeps manifesting for you. Because you always honor it. You always honor your vulnerability and you always honor your intuition. It's very, very impressive. It's definitely the heart of a true artist. People are saying that you have the heart of a true artist. It's very, very complimentary just from like an objective standpoint. People think that you have so much talent and so much potential, and they can't wait to see what you do with all of it. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye.